Hello there, PC Smoker back again, and tonight I'm doing a nice little diesel unlimited D6, D.6, 6x60. And got perfect, almost perfect ventilation. I mean, all the windows are open, but there's no wind blowing, so that's kind of how it is when it's summer. And pretty soon I have to close the windows because it's going to be getting hot in this apartment again. And won't that be lovely? Everything's going to melt. This past weekend, being third Saturday in August, usually go home for the fair, and right in between the races, I decided to go to get something to eat, as well as going to John, and who should it be but two of my classmates from high school, and they came up and they asked me where I was earlier in the day, and one of them I hadn't seen in about, I don't know, 5 or 10, about 10 years, and it just snapped my mind that that day was the high school reunion, and I was very much pissed off because, you know, I missed the first one by, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours. As I got out of town, just when they were having it, there was no one else around town. Usually it is in a small town. There was no one around to tell me that the high school reunion was going on and where I was at. And the same thing here. I mean, there was no one around the time that the high school reunion was. That was being held on that same day. But there were a few clues that should alert me that this was happening. One was the place they were having the reunion at. There was a list of who's going to be using the clubhouse and who's got clean and all that schmoge. And that was one clue. And another clue was, there was a bunch of people there, which I never thought about. It could have been them because, usually was busy and all that, but I mean, it's used by other people, so I didn't want to kind of be a party crasher. So I didn't thought much about it, but everything being hindsight and all that, I should have stopped. I should have stopped at home on my way from Chicago last Sunday, and I could have asked a few people that do know, hopefully, was at home, and they could have told me that the reunion was Saturday. And also, I could have gone on Facebook and find out from there as well, or picked up the telephone. Anyway, the guys told me, they sent the invitation on, and I never got the invitation because I don't know what happened. The wrong address was used, or it had the right address, but it wound up in the postal black hole, which means, if you mail it and it goes, or I should say, you'll never see it again. And it rarely happens, but it does happen. Like, I never got my hometown paper at all from last week. I never will. Probably never will. And, of course, this invitation was mailed out by late June, around the 4th of July, so and I never knew about it. So it probably wound up in the black hole, which explains the reason why, you know, post office is billions of dollars in the red. They can't afford anything. So I tried to take it on. I mean, I took it on stride. I mean, you know, what another 5 years, and then hopefully by then, you know, I'll be able to contact people through Facebook and all that, or vice versa, and get emails and all that, and I'll be able to attend the next reunion. Hopefully, before we all start dying out, because, well, I mean, a lot of things can happen in 5 years. I mean, someone could get the bucket, and that'd be it. And of course, the reunion half of that is simply go to the funeral if it's in town, not out of state. But just gotta hope for the best. But I am still pissed off that, you know, I could have done something. I could have asked about it and all that, but, you know, I just took it in good faith that, hey, I would have been notified by mail that the reunion was going to come. But it did. I passed it by. Also, if I could, you know, if I didn't went home on that Sunday, you know, if I came into town at least an hour earlier or maybe 90 minutes earlier, I would have found out that way. But I didn't. So, like I said, now 5 years of waiting for the next reunion. And of course, how did I do on the fair? Oh, the same thing. I always go to the bingo tent in the afternoon and won about 6-7 games. And I was able to recoup all the money I'll use to play bingo with. So I haven't lost much money on that at all. And start car races, well, it was short because they split it up. Instead of making one long race, they split it up in two, so that way the races get done a lot earlier, so you can go out and whoop it up. So they did, and then, you know, a few more classmates came on over, and we just talked about what's happening and all that. So, yep, I had a fun time. Yeah, fun time was had by all at the fair. I wish I could say the reunion as well, but, you know, find out who got older and all that. Just gotta wait a little bit longer for that to happen. So for those I haven't seen in 5 year, go in and take to see what they really look like. Have they gone grayer and bolder or wrinklier and all that? So that's about it. Just I gotta wait for 10 more. I gotta wait 5 more years. So that's about it. I'll still be pissed for the next 5 years, even beyond that. So what can I say? Anyway, keep those home fires burning and keep those cigars smoking, and see you next time. And now a little music to help cheer up my pissed off mood, I hope.
Sweet silver bells, all fit to say, so cares away, sing, Mrs. Here, bang, Mrs. Here, do, mistletoe to every home. Rum,